YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So let's get straight into this video. So this is going to be called Chosen Ones. The earth is your footstool. So this goes with the Bible scripture. You know where in the Bible God says, heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. In my head, I've been hearing this past couple of weeks, heaven is my home and earth is my footstool. And I keep like repeating it. So I feel like I need to talk about it. So this is like to empower you guys. So if you're a chosen one, heaven is your home, so you're eternal, right? You literally came from heaven, and this just feels, it's almost crazy to me, but it's true. And earth is your footstool, right? And I don't mean it in the way like, it's not like the way like how God, you know, has control of everything. But I mean, earth is your footstool because you have authority, right? Because you have authority from God, so you have all authority in the earth pretty much. You dominate pretty much everything, every species, everything. So earth is your footstool. So you come from heaven, right? You're eternal. And when you come to earth, you can literally do whatever you want. You have full power, right? So there's a lot of like deception going around. So this world like tries to steal your power. Like people try to say things like lies. There's a lot of lies just to take your power, right? Because your power is the most important thing. So when I say earth is your footstool, people in the earth know that, right? They know that. They know people are powerful. That's why they're always trying to weaken people, right? Lie to them, scare them, make them depressed or whatever. Like we see it all the time. With food, with like pharmaceuticals or whatever, with just like negative like news or something, like a lot of things, right? Everything's trying to drain you in this earth, right? But the reason it's trying to drain you is because you have all authority. It's a lie. It's a complete lie. So when I say earth is your footstool, you literally have the authority. Like it's like an illusion to think like earth is like hard or something, right? It's an illusion. It's not actually hard. You actually have full authority. So this is for whoever needs to like be empowered, right? I just feel it, like people need to be empowered, and I feel it too. And this is empowering too, because like God says heaven is his throne, right? But then we're children of God, right? So heaven is our home, and then earth is our footstool because we get the authority from God. It's pretty much like God just saying, you have power for me and you can do whatever you want in the earth, right? So all these things are lies. There's no limit, right? So that's why I call this channel No Limit Being, right? Because there's no actual real limit. Everything's an illusion. Like when you say like you can't do something, like it's a lie. You can't do this or I can't do that, or like this is too hard. It's all a lie, right? It's earth is literally your footstool, and I can feel it. It's literally, you could do whatever you want. It's just like there's a lot of things that try to stop you. That's all it is. It's not anything like spectacular or anything super strong. It's just things, there's lies, illusions, like brainwashing and things, and like negativity roaming around, like social media and everything. There's a lot of weapons people use to disempower people, because when you have people that are empowered, they can't be controlled, right? They think with their own mind. They don't think with like they don't get their mind controlled by anyone else, right? Because I've seen it before where people talk as if like they're speaking, but they're speaking from like another thing they heard or whatever. They're not speaking from like the actual like observation or whatever. So comment below, say heaven is my home and earth is my footstool, because that's the truth. If you're a chosen one, we come from heaven, right? So we come eternally from heaven. So earth is like nothing. It's your footstool. You can do whatever you want over here, right? It's just earth. You have full authority. So and this isn't like, I need you guys to understand that it's like not that you're a god, you have a God complex, but you have the authority from God, because God says to give you a spirit of power. So you have a spirit of power. That means you're powerful. That's like who you actually are, you know. You have a spirit of power. But humans and like everything in the world, whatever's going on, put fear in people's hearts and minds. There's traumas and everything. There's a lot of things that try to break people down, especially the most powerful people, right? The biggest like the biggest people, and when I say biggest, I don't mean like actual size, but like the biggest like top dogs and everything, like goats, they get attacked hard in life, right? Like if you know what I'm talking about, if you're this type of person, like you're a chosen one, like life has tried to take your power a lot. There's just things that pop up, right? Something's trying to take your power. There's a thing over here, there's a thing over here, like a parasite, an addiction or something, or like something going on with people, or like something in media, something like depressing, something that's going to try to put you down. There's always like something, right? So we could see it clearly. The whole purpose in this life is like to have your power. Literally the only thing life does is try to take your power, right? This is what I've realized. So when I saw that it tries to take our power, I was like, wait, that means we're actually powerful, right? We have a lot of power. That's why it's trying to take it, right? But we don't. We could grasp it back as, like I said, earth is your footstool. It's all an illusion, right? You don't need to give away your power. You don't need to do any of these things. You could resist, right? There's just a lot of like threatening things, or like things that try to stop you or whatever, but like it's cap. You actually have authority. So you got to tell yourself like earth is my footstool. Because when you say earth is my footstool, you're like a boss. You're like, I came down from heaven. I'm just over here, right? I came from up, right? You're a chosen one. So and then God says heaven is my throne, right? Because God owns everything. So If you're his child, the Almighty, literally, you come down, you have full power. So it's a lie that you don't have any. So you have to tell yourself, if you're in fear or something, or like if you're feeling like depressed or whatever, like it's like the feeling is okay, but it's cap, right? It's not true. Whatever these things say, whatever like weaknesses, like say depression says like, oh, I can't do this or that or whatever. Like these are actual lies, right? They're not true at all. Like none of these are true. The whole who you actually are, someone who has full authority and power, right? You have authority. Like life is in your hands. There's no limit to you, right? Life is tried to limit you and says you can't do this. It started ever since we were a kid, right? With like school and everything. It's like it tries to say don't do any of these things that you're actually like. They make you powerful and just do these things. So life has been trying to indoctrinate you the whole time because you need to be controlled, you need to pay taxes and all that stuff, right? But the thing is, we're more dominant than that. That's why I say Earth is your footstool. It's an illusion. You're actually stronger than that. You could actually resist it. Like you could fight back. So they didn't want you to fight back. Like when you first like live on Earth or something, the people who run it or whatever's going on, like things, indoctrinations and things with power or whatever, like they know that you have power, so that's why they try to take it so much. They're like, oh, we can't let this person like be themselves because they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this. They need you to be indoctrinated, so they try to break you down, kill your creativity, say you can't do this, you can't do that, try to put fear in your heart and everything, try to do all these things, right, to control it. You can see it all. The whole purpose, the whole like way society works is literally to disempower people and control. You just see it the whole time. Like things have been trying to take your power and control you. Literally, that's what happened in my life too. I was like, oh. Every single thing, it just came in different forms. Just something just tried to snatch my power, make me weaker or something, make me feel bad about myself, make me like go down like that. It's always been like this and I've seen it. So I'm like, if it's always like this, that means I have a lot of power. So I was like, that's where I got the heaven is my home and earth is my footstool. So this isn't really, it's like an illusion, right? It's not true. It's not true at all. So the way you can see it, I believe like this came from God or something, because I kept repeating it in my head and like I felt really like, just like urge to make this video, right? And you can't really like feel these things until you like experience it. So I could make this video, right? But like it's up to you to like start to and I pray that like God like reveals these things to you, because I feel like God just has to reveal these things to you, because usually we're kind of like blind or whatever to the world and we took it so seriously, you know, because we didn't know. So like earth is still our home, right? But it's our footstool. Our real home is heaven, because we're eternal. This is just like a temporary place, meaning that like it has no power over you at all. Like literally, like all the things are illusions. That's why there's so many forms of it. Literally, that's all every single thing is just to take your power, make you weaker, make you controlled or something. That's all it's been doing, right? Because they know, because we're sovereign beings, we're strong, we're powerful, we have the spirit of God, right? We're like unbreakable. So but the thing is, you can't because obviously we're not invulnerable, so we have to protect our mind, we have to protect our ears and everything. Like be careful what you consume, what you hear, what you see, what you do, what you're around or whatever. Like you have to be careful, because you're not invulnerable, but you know that you have authority. Though the thing is, the truth is that you have full power, right? But you have to protect yourself, right? Because you're not invincible. Of course, you're eternal in heaven, but here you're not invincible. So protect yourself and everything. Realize, be like, oh, I actually am powerful. Like these things aren't even, I don't have to obey these things, you know? That's how I realize that you don't have to obey. It just tries to control you, whatever it is, whatever form of indoctrination, whatever thing's trying to control you, whatever fears coming, whatever blah blah blah, whatever media. And media is like the worst thing too. That's like the easiest form for people to control, because the media talks about negative things all the time. Like when you look at the real world, like it's mostly positive. Like negative things like don't happen that much. But the media is like, oh, this person died, this plane crashed or whatever. It's like, yeah, these things happen or whatever, but these things happen so rarely. But the media makes it seem like it's like always happening or whatever. This is why honestly I just stay away from it. Like go outside and you see people, you see happy people, you see people riding bikes, you see people talking, and so it's like really nothing. So the media is like hot garbage pretty much. So, and that's what it does too. It just puts fear in you, right? Because when you put fear in someone's heart, they weaken, right? You hear about these plane crashes and stuff, you go, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go out on a plane or whatever. Or it just puts fear in your heart, literally. When really in reality, like these things are rare. Like they happen, but the media tries to, how do I explain it? Like fears that rarely happen or whatever. Like sometimes like the media will try to push it to where you keep thinking about it, even though it's rare. Like the truth is like it's rare, so it's nothing to fear really, right? But they make it seem like it's not. Like, oh, it's gonna happen, you know? And that's just one example, right? So pushing negativity and stuff, making it seem bigger than it is really not big, I'm telling you. Like all you gotta do is go outside, and it's not a joke, just go outside, drive around or something, talk to people, you're like, oh, this world is nice. Like, it's a nice world. It's not this evil, whatever. Like, these things rarely happen. Like, bad things happen, but they try to force it on you, because when you focus on these bad things, you weaken, right? You get scared and everything. You start changing. That's why it takes your power. So that's just one example, right? There's plenty of different examples, but the moral of the story is, earth is your footstool, heaven is your home, right? And that's God's throne. So say heaven is my home and earth is my footstool in the comments, and like say it to yourself, because it feels powerful. You're like, oh yeah, earth is my footstool. Like, it's not like I have power, right? I don't need to obey. I don't need to be controlled. You don't need to, literally just say no. That's all it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, like if you want to, like, comment anything below, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.